Hello, this is FightMe, and today we got a much requested video, which is making an army comps video about the last few remaining factions, which I didn't cover yet. Now we got Cimmeria, Athens, Boii, and Odrysian. Let's start with Cimmeria on attack. And we're by the way making these armies with the 1247 rules, which is the most common rule for multiplayer. So we need to max out the 7 Cimmerian noble hoplites. Then you got to fill it up with 3 heavy Cimmerian archers, which are really strong, the best archers in the game. Fill it up with 1 step archer. This one archer still got 40 missile damage, just like these 3 archers, but has less armor, so you just got to focus infantry with this archer. Then for Cimmeria, which is not the strongest faction, you want to bring artillery, so your teammates are not forced to bring artillery pieces. And then what you basically got to do is fill it up with steppe spearmen as a battle body for your Cimmerian noble hoplites. And with the remaining money you got to upgrade them. If you look at this Cimmerian army, your only killing potential lies in these 12 units. And these 6 spearmen, which cost only 200, got square formation and 45 armor, are just there for a battle body for the Cimmerian hoplites, to make sure they're not getting surrounded, etc. So you can prevent the debuffs on your elite hoplites. And what you basically got to do with this army is use your strong archers to fight other archers, so your Cimmerian noble hoplites don't get shot, because that's their big weakness, they only got 80 armor. Alright, so let's go now to Athens. For Athens on attack, you got to bring a 4x hoplite as general. Then you got to immediately max out the 7 4x swordsmen. Then you obviously want the 3 Cretan archers, together with 1 close range archer unit with no armor, which are just there to shoot infantry. Then get obviously your 2 furrier spears, they are very useful in sieges. You got to use your ammo on non-shoot sides of units, and then psycho-charge with them. And with the remaining money, you want to spend it all on the 4x hoplites. And there you go, your perfect army for Athens. The strong thing about this army is that it got 12 mid-tier units. That makes this army really strong. And you need to use the 4x hoplites in hoplite wall. They got 90 armor, they can tank some stuff. And they're pretty good in combat if they're in hoplite wall. You got killing potential with your archers, with your first spear. So this is basically all a lot of killing potential. Compared to Cimmeria, only these 12. So that's the attacking Athens army. Let's go now to Boii. So for Boii you want to get 2 Oathsworn on attack, not 3. You obviously want to get 7 sword followers, because they're one of the strongest mid-tier units in the game. Then you want to fill it up with 4 Celtic bowmen, get 1 artillery piece, and then fill it up with Celtic swords. And this is your Boii army. It's a pretty strong army. You got a lot of low tiers, your archers to shoot just infantry with, your artillery piece, very strong mid tiers, and 2 elites, which are also one of the strongest in the game. So that's basically it for Boii. If you really don't want to bring an artillery piece, you can delete it and delete 2 other Celtics, and then you can get a 3rd Oathsworn, but then you got to delete 1 Celtic and get 2 Livery Freemen. So you got much less low tiers, but a pretty strong high tier and mid tier army. It's whatever you like more. I'm curious, what do you guys think about this one? I'm more fan of the last army. But yeah, let's go to Odrysian on attack. To have Odrysian on attack is the worst faction to have on attack, but you got to get the 4 Thracian nobles. Then fill it up with 4 veteran hoplites. They're very needed in your army. Then get 2 archers and 2 Thracian peltas. These Thracian peltas are very strong with their missile capability, and they can also fight, and they have a little bit of armor. So that's the nice thing of these peltas for Odrysian, because you got extra low tiers and more units to shoot at. Then you want to fill it up with 4 Thracian warriors. Then get an artillery piece for Odrysian, because you need them. And the next thing what I like to do is get 4 spear units to have just more infantry in your army. You can use these units also for your teammates to push up tortoises, etc. Use them as some armor for your Thracian warriors and Thracian nobles to psycho-charge with or whatever. And this army is basically meant as a support faction, obviously, and just to make sure you have a lot of units to shoot at, so in the end of the battle you got more potential with your Thracian nobles. Which, if I got to be honest, if only 2 of them don't get shot, they can change the battle around. So yeah, that's basically Odrysian army. This whole part of your army is basically an escort for your 4 Thracian nobles. But let's now go to Cimmeria on defense. For Cimmeria on defense, you want to again max out your Cimmerian noble infantry. This time I get only 2 heavy Cimmerian archers, because that's enough on defense. Get 2 steppe archers to support them with and just to shoot infantry with. And then you have to again fill it up with your steppe spearmen. They're more useful than the axes, because they got more armor, and they got square, so they are more useful as a battle buddy. So this is your Cimmerian army on defense. 1 less heavy archer and 1 less steppe spearman. Let's now go to Athens on defense. For Athens on defense, you want to get the 4x hoplites, get again 7 4x swordsmen, fill it up with 3 Cretan archers. They're just necessary in your army. Then get 1 Thracian peltas. These are really nice units to have. Then get 2 furrier spears, so you got 3 pila units. And then fill it up with 2 4x hoplites. And there we go. You got 10 mid tiers and basically 5 missile units. Again, a pretty strong army on defense. Next up we got Boii. For Boii on defense, you want to have 1 Oathsworn, 7 sword followers. This time no Celtic bowmen, get 4 slinger units, a bunch of Celtic swords, and because you save money with your Celtic slingers instead of the archers, you can afford the extra Oathsworn. And there you go, this is nearly your attacking army for Boii, but instead of artillery piece and 4 archers and 1 less Celtic sword. I would say a pretty strong army. Then last but not least we got Odrysian on defense. So Odrysian on defense is a little bit different. You want to get this time only 3 nobles, because again 3 nobles are enough to turn the battle around. Then you want to again fill it up with 2 Thracian bowmen and 2 Thracian peltas. Then you want to have again your 2 safe units, which are the veteran hoplites. This time as a defender, fill it up with 1 Thracian horseman, which is pretty nice for 500. Get 1 scorpion, then fill it up with Thracian warriors and 1 mercenary foxman. I got to be honest, this army is pretty nice for Odrysia. I really like this one. I would really recommend you to try this army out. It's a pretty unique and fun army to use. And if you want to see more very interesting and good army comps, make sure to watch this playlist where I almost cover all the factions with my favorite and best army comps. So don't miss out on that. But before you look at that, make sure to like this video or join the channel and become a member. That's a great support for the channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.